this is Aaron at PRWebPodcast.com, and I'm very glad to be joined today by Nick Papain. He is the managing partner and trial attorney with Sullivan, Papain, Block, McGrath, and Canavo. And Nick, can we start first by having you tell us a little bit about yourself and give us an introduction to your firm for our listeners out there who aren't familiar with what you guys do?
Sure, Aaron. I'm a 1978 graduate of the American University Washington College of Law in Washington, D.C., and I've been with my firm since law school, actually. 1978 I graduated. And our firm consists of some 35 attorneys. We represent victims of various types of wrongdoing, from motor vehicle accidents to construction accidents, medical malpractice, dangerous products, fires, catastrophes, various types of accidents that result in serious injury or fatal injury.
Release that you put out through PRWeb is announcing the launch of your new site, TrailLaw1.com. So please tell us first the purpose of the site and why you decided to launch it.
Well, I think it's a great source of information for those that are in need of legal representation as a result of an accident, as a result of some wrongdoing that has resulted in serious injury or loss of life. It allows the person, the prospective client, to see what type of services we provide, the attorneys that we have on staff, what their particular areas of expertise are, what their experience is with the type of case that they are involved in at that particular moment in their life. And it provides them with an opportunity to ask us questions by filling out a form where we can hopefully lead them in the right direction and answer any questions they may have about their particular case, about their particular matter.
Do folks need to submit to you guys if they would like to receive a free evaluation of their case?
Well, their name, their phone number, their email address, and a brief description of the type of accident they were involved in and the type of injuries they sustained or a loved one sustained, and also a brief description of how this has affected them in terms of their everyday life. We're very proud of the fact that we have served as counsel to the Uniform Firefighters Association of the City of New York, where we represent some 9,000 members of the New York City Fire Department. We've represented them for a couple of decades now, and we've had the opportunity to represent those that have been seriously injured, as well as the families of those that have died in fires as a result of their firefighting efforts. And we take great pride in that work.
And could you tell us about a select few of the attorneys in your firm, and tell us about their background? Sure.
The senior partner of the firm is Bob Sullivan, who has been with the firm since his days of law school back in the early 1970s. And Bob has been recognized nationally as one of the top trial attorneys around. He's tried some landmark cases. One that I can think of off the top of my head is a case that involved inadequate fire equipment that was provided to firefighters that resulted in unnecessary burns because of the low level of what we call the bunker gear pants or boots that firefighters wore. And as a result of his successful trial of cases of that regard, the fire department amended its equipment requirements and provided safer bunker gear for its firefighters so that firefighters were not unnecessarily injured during firefighter procedures. He's tried a vast array of cases, from medical malpractice, construction accidents in particular, and as I said, also firefighter cases. And our other partners, we have 14 partners in total. Chris McGrath, who is our former Nassau County Bar President out in Long Island, is one of the leading trial lawyers out there, is highly respected by the bench and the defense bar for his skills and his aggressive representation of victims of accidents. Vito Canavo who had worked for Corporation Counsel of the City of New York for a number of years, came to our firm some 20 years ago, and is also known for his trial skills in areas ranging from premises liability, construction accidents, medical malpractice, and also firefighter cases. And Michael Block, who in particular has devoted a great deal of his time to the representation of firefighters, and was instrumental, in fact, in the creation of the Victims' Compensation Fund for those that were seriously injured and lost their lives in the 9/11 terrorist attacks. We are unique in not only the number of attorneys that we have, but the array of experience that these attorneys provide. We have, as I said to you, 14 partners. We also have some 20 associates, and each of them bring to the table that allows us to provide a full array of services to a client, whether it's a construction accident, a medical malpractice case, a motor vehicle accident, a premises accident, some sort of catastrophe that has resulted in mass injuries, not just a single individual. Each of these attorneys can provide expertise and experience that assures a client that they are getting full and competent and aggressive representation. Is the fact that not only are a number of our attorneys asked repeatedly to lecture at continuing education courses on their trial abilities, but also our senior appellate attorney, Brian Shute, has been called upon by the judiciary to lecture every year to judges across the state on the present state of the law in New York. And I think that speaks volumes for the wealth of knowledge that our attorneys have by the fact that they've been called upon not only by members of the bar, but members of the judiciary to lecture on the law in the state of New York. Our greatest focus is on the individual that is injured. When we had the 9/11 tragedy, it hit home for us for a number of reasons, not only because of our location, but because of our relationship with the firefighters union. And we take particular pride in the fact that we were able to obtain $260 million for 362 injured firefighters or families of loved ones who died in the 9/11 terrorist attack. And we did this on a pro bono basis. We did not charge $1 for our services. We did it for free, and gladly so. I represented a young girl who was seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident, which resulted in the loss of one leg, and it really, turned her whole life upside down. And it was clearly through the fault of others, and through rather challenging and contentious litigation, we prevailed in the end. And the recovery for her allowed her to turn her life back on the upside, you might say, in terms of providing her with the financial means so that she can go back to school. She became an attorney, she married, she had kids, and she had a normal life. And that means a lot, because the clients that we see come through our doors every day are those who have, as I said, suffered some tragedy in their lives, have endured some suffering because of the fault of others. And to be in a position to take that suffering and benefit them in some way so that they have something to look forward to in their lives, to give them hope, that's worth more than any price you could put in terms of dollars on their case.